Back like we never left, B.D.A, and today we're going to talk about One Piece chapter 941. This chapter came out early, and I know a lot of people were surprised that the chapter came out, but whatever. We got One Piece. It's all good. I know people are saying there's going to be Golden Week next week. Not feeling that, but I'm going to get some more content out there during that Golden Week, so look forward to that. But without further ado, let's get into the chapter. If you're here for the first time, make sure you like, and if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. So anyway, One Piece 941, we had a lot go on. Some people were complaining about the chapter. I thought it was a good chapter because we got a lot of exposition on a bunch of different things. So first thing we're going to talk about today, the first part of the chapter, is with Orochi and Fukurokoji, right? So Fukurokoji, he was the guy that was trying to apprehend Robin when he figured out that Robin was an imposter. Fukurokoji comes and tells Orochi about Yasu. So we find out later in the chapter that Yasu is the Witching Hour boy. I said that last week, that I believe Yasu is the Witching Hour boy, but you know, we're gonna park that for now. Let's talk about Orochi, Fukurokoji. So Orochi, pretty much, he's mourning, right? He's mourning the fact that Kurosaki is dead, and Fukurokoji is saying, okay, it had to happen. If it did not happen, it would be a stain on your honor, and Hyoshiro did the correct thing. And so they're moving on from that, and at this point, they're focused on Yasu, and Orochi seemed to be surprised that Yasu was alive. So that's something important to take note of here. He's worried about Yasu being alive. So what happened in the past from the thing that Yasu was dead? What I really don't understand is the fact that they want to make an example out of Yasu. Okay, I guess I get it from Orochi's standpoint, where he's upset at Kurosaki, right? Or about Kurosaki right now. So he's trying to take out his rage on somebody else. And they're saying they're going to use Yasu as a tribute for Kurosaki, or to Kurosaki's death. And they're saying they're going to kill two beloved people at the same time. I don't understand what you plan to accomplish by killing someone that well liked. And I think the exposition from last chapter was for this moment, for them to tell us that they're about to kill somebody that's really liked, really well liked. So not sure the thought process behind it. I don't see this going well at all for Orochi, but of course right now he's not thinking straight. He never even sniffed Kurosaki, right? He was close to her. I don't think he ever got with her, but for some reason he's madly in love with Kurosaki. She's a beautiful woman, but you gotta think straight. And right now, I don't think he's thinking straight. It's rage, straight rage. So he's taking it out on Yasu. Obviously he knows who Yasu is, so we're gonna have to get some more from that. We got a small glimpse of Udon, and this is going to be very important in the future, because what's happening right now is, okay, Queen is crying because he found out Kurosaki is dead, and it's cool to see Kaido's dead and Mushi. That was pretty interesting, but he's crying because Kurosaki is dead. The thing that's most important in Udon right now is the fact that Luffy and your girl, of course, they were able to move around. They eat all of the Oshiruko. They ate all of it. So currently, there's none left. They ate all of it, and Big Mom is on the way to Udon, and that's what she's craving. So we expect to see a rampaging Big Mom eventually, and Queen he's out of his mind. Right now, he can't focus with the Kurosaki thing going on. I think it was brilliant or masterful how Oda had all these things culminate, because things can be overlooked right now, and we can't really bat an eye because Queen, he's in distress. So he's overlooking a bunch of things because of what happened with Kurosaki and what Oda previously said about Queen and how Queen felt about Kurosaki. I also thought it was cool that Kaido personally called Queen and told him, I'm sure everyone knows how much Queen cared about Kurosaki, and he's like, oh, it's true. So he has a good relationship with his crew, but Queen doesn't want to hear any of that. He's mad. He's really mad right now. So we're going to see what goes down after Big Mom gets there, because that's going to be a key factor. And of course, they're also using the filming pond snails to show everything that's going on around Wano. Let's go to Mount Atayama. Kinemon and those guys, they started a forest fire to flush Shutenmaru or Ashura Doji out to Bakura Town. And they're doing it because they're desperate, and they need Ashura Doji as a part of their plans for it to succeed. That's how they feel. So they started a forest fire to root out Ashura Doji, and of course he's not dead, and he's blaming Hold'em or one of Hold'em's associates. So they did it to flush him out. He's blaming someone else. He's headed to Bakura Town. They're headed to Bakura Town. Hold'em's in Bakura Town. So a lot is going to go down in Bakura Town right now. Of course, Ashura Doji, he already mentioned that he doesn't really care about this entire thing. There's nobody to follow right now. So somebody else would have to be there. I'm not sure if Inarashi would be the one to sway him. Somebody else would have to sway him to be a part of this because they need him. He doesn't care about them, and he wants to destroy Hold'em at this point. So Hold'em better leave Bakura Town because nobody that's coming there right now likes Hold'em. Hold'em already got one shot by Luffy, and you can tell by his face he's beat up a little bit. So that's gonna be funny to see everything that plays out with Hold'em. Last thing about that though, I don't understand why villains or antagonists and their underlings always do this. They report things that they have not confirmed. He's about to report that Shitamaru is dead, has no signs of a body, doesn't know anything about what happened. He just sees a forest fire. Oh, he's dead. I'm going to report it. Of course, you want credit, you want accolades, but wouldn't you want to confirm that first? So he's going to report it, and things are going to get overlooked again because you're reporting things that's just not true. Depends on how Oda wants to handle it. Either they meet up in Bakura Town, Hold'em completely misses Shitamaru and Kinemon. Hold'em goes along, and they think Ashura Doji's dead. He comes in after and somehow saves everyone or a lot of people, right? Why do we do this? Just don't say anything until you've confirmed it, you idiot. Now let's jump to Ringo, and Brook walks in on, it's a weird I don't want to say threesome, trio of Brook, of Zoro, Kurosaki, and Toko all in the bed. And Kurosaki, she's all over Zoro, and people saying that she wants some of Zoro. And Zoro wasn't really feeling it. He's like, I'm not sure what happened. I just fell asleep, and I woke up, and she's on me. And she was like, hey, man, listen, my guy. People in town would die for me to lay with them. How was it? I was like, yo. Kurosaki, I'm not sure how you've been giving it up because that's not how Zoro does it, right? Zoro's kind of like, hey man, you're a little too happy about this, right? I'm a Ronin. That was interesting, and Brook was there. Of course, Brook happened upon them. They told Brook everything about Hiyori and Momonosuke, and he's even saying he's jealous of Zoro and everything that's going down. And this is one time in which the gag that Brook has, I liked it. It made me laugh. He asked to see her panties, and I hadn't heard it in a while since Big Mom. I think he asked Big Mom. So since then I hadn't heard it, so it was funny. I definitely enjoyed that, and the whole back and forth with Zoro not being interested, Brook thinking something went down, Kurosaki being wide-eyed, and Toko just laughing. That was funny. Now we get to the serious part of that whole interaction when Brook talks about the witching hour boy being captured. Again, we confirmed, or a lot of people felt like more than likely Yasu was the witching hour boy. The people were saying, well, he's not giving a lot to everybody. How is he the witching hour boy? And I think even though he was stealing a bunch of stuff, he was helping a lot of people. Everyone there liked him. Everyone in his town liked him. So for him and everything he was doing, it was appreciated. So with Yasu being the witching hour boy, it makes sense. But the thing that's interesting is the information we get after that about Yasu. Of course, Yasu is Toko's dad, so Toko, she's laughing, but she's in distress as well because she's heading towards the capital to try to prevent everything from happening. Kurosaki wants to leave. Zoro says, you idiot, you can protect her before. Why do you think you can do it now? And everything with Yasu, right? Because Robin was saying Yasu is a thief, apparently. And the true backstory for Yasu is that he was a daimyo alongside Oden for the Kozuki family. And that explains a lot as far as him helping Kinemon with the revolution. The fact that he didn't know about the crescent moon on the ankle, whatever. But Yasu was a pretty important guy back then, and Jam in his box gives him more information saying that this means Yasu could be a play on someone in history that was a daimyo and then former shogun. Someone mentioned this last night as well, that Yasu could be the next shogun of Wano and may take over until Momonosuke is ready. That could happen because Momonosuke, I think, is going to travel with the Straw Hats. Besides the point, Yasu's a pretty important person. A lot of people recognize him after he exposed his hair because he had on this head thing kind of covering himself, and they were saying he's a shadow of his former self. So pretty important guy, and he's about to get publicly executed. Pretty liked guy, a legend of the past. This isn't going to go well for Orochi and those guys. Of course, I think it'd be great if they killed him, right, for the story and it happening right in front of Toko and all that stuff. It would definitely kickstart Wano again, because I think Wano is kind of in the lull moment of an arc. Like Dressrosa would be like the Tentada moments where we're finding out like more about the Tentadas. And like even in Alabasta when we're meeting to find out more about the revolutionaries. It's like every arc has these lulls where it takes a while for things to kind of get going again. And sometimes you need a catalyst, right? Something to kind of kickstart the plot. And then it's like, okay, things are rolling again. We have multiple people in the capital. Somebody just died. Things are going, right? And of course, Big Mom is on the way to Udon. A lot could happen at the same time to kind of make Wano erupt. I know a lot of people are disappointed in Wano so far. I'm not, because I went into it with, I think, fair expectations. A lot of people are ready to move on from Whole Cake and go to Wano, and this is what you have now. Appreciate it for what you have. Appreciate it for what it is. Let's just try to be positive, Ellie. Just try. Just try. Of course, we can critique it, but just coming in with so much negativity, it gets annoying. So take it for what it's worth. I'm enjoying it so far. The plot is progressing. A lot is going down. I also thought something was interesting that Yasu said, because they had him on a cross like he was Jesus and they're about to kill him. And Yasu said something interesting, which I thought was amazing, right? He said that, great, I haven't been forgotten. We can go back to Hilaluke's speech and what Hilaluke said. And it's kind of coming full circle. Yasu was ready to die with a smile as well. That was interesting. And we were talking about Game of Thrones the other day, and we were talking about what the Night King is and what the Raven represents. And apparently the Raven and Bran, they're just memories. And the thing is, if you lose your memory, if you kill the memories, you kill humanity, essentially. And if you kill the memories, if you forget someone, you kind of kill them. And I think for Roger was kind of the embodiment of that as well, where his speech and everything, his will lived on because his memory lived on. And his memory is never going to go anywhere because he started the new era of pirates. And whatever Yasu does here could start a new era, a new revolution, because if he exposes the fact that the Kozuki family is back, that could be great. Or exposes the secret of what happened with Oden's dad, that could be great. Yasu is in a position to definitely, again, another Kickstarter for this plot and to reveal some key information, because I don't know if you guys remember when we were talking about Oden, when they were revealing everything that happened to Oden, it cut off and they gave us just a bits and pieces of information. If Yasu even exposes that, that would be great too. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are as well. Let me know what you thought about this chapter. I thought it was really good. Well, a pretty good chapter. Probably like an 8, 7.5, 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Again, like the video. Be sure to subscribe if you have not for more content like this. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.